In this video, I'm going to be showing you one of the most, if not the most effective ways to market your CPA marketing offers. And this doesn't just apply for CPA marketing offers. This applies to pretty much any affiliate marketing program and any affiliate marketing offer out there. It's just in this video, we are going to be using CPA marketing offers as an example. And then later on, I'm going to be showing you how you can implement this method for pretty much any offer out there, whether it's ClickBank, Max Bounty, Share a Sale, or if you are working directly with the merchant. And so this method is 100% unique. You're not going to see any other person, any one of these gurus telling you this method. It's an amazing method. And best of all, you can implement it right now using 100% free tools. So let me go and show you this method. All right, so in one of the previous videos, I showed you how to find very profitable CPA marketing offers. And you do that by analyzing the sites that are already promoting these offers, right? You have to spy on your competitors. Unfortunately, it takes 2 seconds to do it. You just type best survey sites. I have here 14. You can put top 10 survey sites, top 15, top 20, it doesn't matter. And you're going to have these results. Now, what I did is I saw that Google is giving preference to this result, and that's why I went to this result. So I clicked on this site, and I see this site, and this site is promoting various offers. And if you still have doubt that this is a very, very successful site, go to similarweb.com, enter the URL, and you will see that this site gets over 500,000 visits every single month, because in November they received 610,000 visits a month. So what does this mean? What exactly do these numbers mean? It means that the people that are running this site are putting a lot of time and resources into the traffic, because this traffic is not free. Most of this traffic is organic, because if you take a look, you're going to see that this is mostly search traffic. 82% is search traffic. Search traffic is free, but you need to put a lot of resources into it. And that means they're making money. And you may be thinking, well, James, how do I know it's this page that's making money? It's very, very simple. You go to a tool called Uber Suggest, you type this URL, and you click top pages for traffic. And you're going to see that this page is the top page for traffic. It's getting 38,000 visits. So it's getting a good chunk of the overall traffic to this page. It's the #1 page. So what does this mean? This means that they've put a lot of resources and time to promoting these offers, because they want this page to get a lot of traffic. They want this page to be on the top search for these very lucrative phrases, such as best survey sites, because this phrase gets something like 200,000 searches every single month. And so this is a very, very lucrative page. Now, what can you do with this data? This is 100% free data. You can go to this page and you can see which offers they are promoting. And all of this I talked about in the previous video. So this is a quick refresher for you. Now, if you look on this article, you will see that essentially this is a list. And if you scroll down, you're going to see the name of the offer. You're going to see the average payout, the payment method, minimum to cash out, etc., etc. And so you can be 100% sure that these are all very, very profitable offers. And a lot of these offers are in Max Bounty. And so the next thing I did, I went to Google Sheets and I built out a spreadsheet displaying these offers. Because what we're going to do is we're going to be building an app that's going to display these offers in real time. And that's exactly what I talked about in one of the previous videos. And so here's the app where you're going to see all these offers that I have stored in my spreadsheet. And the beauty of this method is that I can add more offers, I can delete offers, I can modify existing offers. And all of this here, this app right here that we are looking at, is going to get updated in real time, okay? But that's not all. If you take a look at this article here and you scroll down, you're going to see something truly amazing. And what do we see? The ultimate survey time to points ROI calculator, okay? This is very, very important, because what are surveys? Surveys are just ways to make money. But the problem with surveys is that it's not very clear how much you're getting paid per hour, right? I want to know how much I'm getting paid per hour. If there's one job that pays me $10 per hour and another job pays me $20 an hour, guess which job I'm going to pick? It's the same thing here. I want to know how much are these offers paying me per hour. And this is exactly what this calculator does. And so, for instance, let's say I pick Survey Junkie and it said how many reward points does it say you'll get. Let's say you're going to get 1 reward point and you're going to be working for 1 hour, okay? This means that according to Survey Junkie and according to this data, you are only getting paid 1 cent per hour. Now, if you pick another survey, let's play with this. If I pick Wendell Research, I will be getting paid $1 per hour because I will be getting 1 reward point in an hour, and that equates to $1. And so what I did is I figured out how much of each of these points is worth depending on how much you're going to be getting paid. So if Survey Junkie is only giving you 1 cent per hour and you are, you're getting 1 point and this is only worth 1 cent, that means their 1 point is not worth $1. It means it's worth 1 cent. But if you go to Wendell Research and you're working with Wendell Research, you're getting 1 point in 60 minutes, and that means $1 per hour. That means Wendell Research, each point is worth $1. So I went back to my spreadsheet and I entered these values here. I entered these values. Why did I enter these values? Because I went out and I built my own calculator to display to the user. Okay, let me show you this amazing calculator. And here is the calculator. And this is an incredible calculator. It took me only 30 minutes to build using 100% free tools that I'm going to show you in a second how it works and how you can build the same calculator, okay? Let me show you how this works. We pick an offer here. So let's say I pick Survey Junkie. It tells me that each point is worth $1. And how does it know that? If I go to my spreadsheet, I can see the numbers here, $1, 5 cents. Now, the numbers you're looking at is arbitrary. I basically chose the numbers just to show you how the calculator works. All you have to do is modify these numbers whenever you know the true value, which you can figure out from this other calculator. From this calculator, you can figure out the actual numbers. And so once you know the actual numbers, and by the way, these numbers can be changing from time to time, all you have to do is go to Google Sheets and update these numbers, and your calculator will start working with the new data. So let me show you how the calculator works. If we go to the app, let's say I pick Inbox Dollars. Okay, Inbox Dollars, it just tells me that each point is worth 5 cents. And so let's say I'm getting 10 of these points and it takes me 60 minutes to get 10 of these points. And these 10 points is only 50 cents. And so that means it calculates for me. It tells me this survey pays out 50 cents per hour. Let's say we go to Survey Junkie. And Survey Junkie, let's say it pays $1, okay? And I get 10 of these per 60 minutes. That means I get 10 of these per hour, and each one is worth $1. That means I'm making $10 per hour. Now, what you're looking at is arbitrary numbers. All you have to do once you take a look how I built it is modify it. Because if we go to this calculator, let's go to this calculator. Survey Junkie, it pays 1 cent per hour. So each point is only worth 1 cent. So if we go and modify it, let's go and modify it. So let's say I put 1 cent. And I believe if we go back to the app and if we go to Wendell Research, it's $1 per hour. So each of these points is worth $1 according to this calculator. And they probably did their research correctly. So let me go back. We're going to go to Wendell Research. I have here Wendell. I already have it to $1. So that is absolutely fine. Let's try something else. Let's say we are looking at Inbox Dollars. Okay, Inbox Dollars is also each point is worth $1 because I'm getting paid $1 for 60 minutes. Let's go to My Points. Okay, My Points is again paying 1 cent. So we're going to go and modify it here. So we have Wendell Research $1, and let's say My Points, I have it here, $1. We're going to put 1 cent. Okay, so let's go back to my calculator, and we are going to test it out with Survey Junkie, and we're also going to test it out with Inbox Dollar and compare the results, okay? And so here we are. If I enter Survey Junkie, it tells the user that each point is only worth 1 cent. And so if it takes me 10 of these and I'm getting paid, and let's say it takes me 60 minutes, actually let's put one of these, I'm getting 1 reward point per 1 hour, and each reward is only worth 1 cent. That means I'm only getting paid 1 cent per hour. Which is exactly what this calculator does. So if we go to Survey Junkie, it says 1 cent per hour. But if we go to Vindel Research, I get 1 point, but each point is worth $1. That means for 60 minutes, I am making $1 per hour. I really hope that's clear. If it's not clear, play with this calculator for a little bit and you will understand. So let's go back to my calculator, and I pick Vindel Research here. Where's our Vindel Research? Vindel Research, it tells me right away each point is worth $1, and I'm going to earn 1 point per 60 minutes. That means I'm earning $1 per hour. And what makes it very tricky is that they are not, they give you points, and you have to translate. You have to figure out how many points you're getting per set amount of time. And that way you can figure out how much you're actually getting paid per dollar. And this calculator works really, really awesome because it's getting all this data from here. Now let me show you how I created this calculator so you can also create this exact calculator in like 30 minutes using 100% free tool. And then I'm going to show you other calculators that you can build, because people absolutely love calculators. Because what is a calculator? It's a problem-solving tool, okay? I want to sign up for these offers. I don't care about the offer. All I care about is what my compensation is going to be. How much am I going to make? All I care about is the money, and this calculator gives me that data. If we go to Survey Club, it's $1. Let's go to One Opinion. One Opinion is worth 50 cents. So if we go to our spreadsheet, we go to our One Opinion, we have 50 cents here, okay? So if we go here, it's 50 cents. So I'm going to get 1 reward point. And so I'm going to get 50 cents and that's 1 reward point for an hour work. That means I'm going to be effectively making 50 cents per hour. And you can modify it. You can play with this data. You can put 10 and you're going to get $5 per hour, because I get 10 times more reward points than before. Let's say I get 20 reward points. I'm going to make $10 per hour. This is what it needs to work, because if I go into Survey Junkie, I am getting, not survey, let's say Inbox Dollars. So if I go to Vindel Research, each point is worth $1. And so they don't need to pay me as much. They need to pay me 1 point, and that's still $1 per hour. If they pay me 10 for those 60 minutes, that's $10 per hour. If they pay me 50, that's going to be $50 per hour. And that's the beauty of it, is that you have to play with the numbers to see what is a better offer. Okay, now let me show you how I built this calculator, okay? So it's a very, very simple calculator. All I have to do is I create a field. What I did is I drag something called a drop down. I drag it, and then in the choices, once I double click on it, so for instance, if I don't do anything, I don't see anything, but if I pick this and I double click on it, I have something called a property area here. And so there's choices. I pick my dynamic choices, and then the type of choices, they come from this API. Because if we go in the settings, if we go actually in the plugins, and you have an API connector, and it's getting from my Google Sheets, because all I did is I inputted this link that is set up to get data from my Google Sheets using this app called Sheety.io, which is also a free app that you can use. At least I have a generous free plan. That's enough for what you have to do. And so what you have to do to get this to work, step 1 is you create a spreadsheet. This is actually, I have 3 sheets in this spreadsheet. You just only need to create 1 spreadsheet and 1 sheet. Label it how you want it to label it with fields, put the data in there. This is going to be the data that you need to be displayed, or the data you need to make sense. You got to make this data work. Step 2, go to Sheety.co, sign up with your Google account, and you can use your Google Sheets with an API. And what is an API? API stands for Application Programming Interface. Because when you see I have these 3 sheets, this is exactly in this spreadsheet. I have sheet 1, sheet 2, and max bounty offers. And so if I pick max bounty offers, this tool, Sheety.io, is going to give me a URL. Okay, it's going to give me a URL. And if we go to that URL, we're going to see this data in a funny format, and that's called a JSON format. And the reason we're seeing it in this format is that so other apps can parse it easily. Because apps, they cannot go to Google Sheets and look at this data the way humans look at the data. They need to find this data. They need to parse this data, I should say, using a specific format. Which format? There are many formats, but one of the most popular format is called JSON. And what you're looking for, and what you're looking at right now is a JSON format, which makes it super easy for other app to get this data, as well as to read it, to write it, to modify it, etc., etc. And the next thing you're going to do is you're going to go back to your tool. You're going to go to your design, and you're going to put in the field. So this is a regular text field, which you're going to find here. This is called a drop-down, which you're going to find here. It's super simple. Here's another text field. Here's another text field. Here's another input. This is called an input field. We have a drop-down, and now we have an input field. And this is right here, an input. Then we have another text field. And then we have a slider here. And this is actually right here, slider input, because this is how this other survey is set up. It has a slider. This is a slider. And so I can say, how many minutes does it say the survey will take to complete? And the reason they have a slider is that they don't want people putting more than 60 minutes. Because if it's more than 60 minutes, it's not going to work correctly. They need to put 60 minutes because there's no survey that's gonna take more than 60 minutes. In this example, this survey is gonna take anywhere from 1 minute to 60 minutes, okay? And so that is why they have a slider, and that is why I also have a slider, because it makes things a lot easier. And as you can see, this slider has a min value of 1, max value of 60. This is all set up here. And then what I do is I specify that API that I configured in my plugins right here. It's called the View Sheets API. And I essentially just click Add a new API. If I scroll down, I can click on Add another API. And I specify this URL that Sheety gave me in the first place. And so if I go back to the app, I have it set up here. It's called View Sheets. If we go back to the design, you go in here, you see this View Sheets. It's here. Also, we're calculating data. We have that View Sheets as well. And that is all you have to do. In one of the previous videos, I explained how you can have this table here that displays data. In today's video, we're going a little bit further. And what makes this really an amazing method is the ease which you can create this calculator. Because this calculator doesn't have any workflows. It doesn't have any complicated logic. It doesn't have anything super complicated. Because this tool, Bubble, you can create a workflow. And as you can see, we only have one workflow, which triggers whenever you press this button. So this calculator has no workflows. It's all taken care of the app. And this is absolutely incredible. In fact, I was just playing with this calculator. Let's say I pick Harris Poll Online. And in this example, it's only paying 25 cents. So if I get 50 reward points per hour, that means I'm only making $12.50 per hour for 50 reward points. If I get 1 reward point, I'm only making 25 cents per hour because each point is only worth 25 cents. And so the possibilities are absolutely unlimited. You can create any kind of calculator you want super easily. And you can create a lot of value to the end user by creating a calculator like this. And if you're not even aware, calculators are huge. Everybody is running calculators because they provide value. I want to know, what is my hourly rate? At what rate am I being compensated? I want to know, how much will it cost to buy that house? Let's say I want to buy a $500,000 house. How much is going to be my monthly payment? If I want to finance a car, what is going to be the monthly payment? How much do I need to put down? Calculators are huge. The problem, people do not want to do the math by themselves. They want the calculator to figure out. So if I put financial calculators, look how many results I have. I have 159 million results, and this is for no reason, because people, they want the numbers. They want to know how much they can afford. I want that new BMW. I want that new Mercedes. I want that nice house. How much am I going to be able to afford? That's why we have financial calculators. There's car finance calculators. If you want to, auto loan payment calculators, if you want to buy a car. There's home loan calculators for if you want to buy a house, if you want to repay your loan, if you want to refinance the equity in your home. They have calculators for that. Calculators are huge, and there's, if you want to get an Uber, if you want to hail an Uber car, there are calculators for that give you an estimation value from point A to point B. Finance calculators, currency converters, there's everything. You probably on a daily basis use calculators several times. I know I do, for currency conversion, maybe to book an Uber, maybe to book something else. All of this is done by a calculator. And using this amazing tool, you can build any calculator that you want. It's absolutely customizable, and you can sign up using a link in the description. And this is an absolutely free plan. I'm not paying a cent for this service. They have a very, very generous free plan, so you do not need to pay anything. You can sign up, you can play with it, and you can create amazing pages that get data from Google Sheets without ever building a website, without ever building a landing page, without doing anything. And you can create these amazing calculators. This one, for instance, only took me 30 minutes to do earlier today. And so I really hope you've gotten value here. I really hope I was very, very clear in explaining to you how important this is and how valuable it is for people, because right away they can see. So let's say they play with the numbers. Let's say they say valued opinions. They pay $1, or maybe Vindel Research. Let's see if there's the maximum is $1. And so let's say they play around. They want Vindel Research. They say, okay, I'm going to get 10 reward points, and it's going to take me 60 minutes to get those 10 reward points, and each one is worth $1. Right away, I know right away as a user that this specific survey from Vindel Research is going to pay me $10 per hour. And so it's not an accident that one of the most highly trafficked sites that's promoting surveys has a calculator on their page. It's not an accident. They're making money with this calculator. All right, guys. So I really, really hope you enjoyed this method. Leave a comment below. Let me know what you thought about this method. Go out to bubble.io and try making this calculator using the instructions that I explained to you. If you have any issues, leave a comment below. Like this video if you enjoyed it. And if you're not yet subscribed, please do so right now, because on this channel, all we talk about is unique tactics, unique tips and tricks on promoting affiliate marketing offers, whether it's CPA marketing, traditional affiliate marketing, or any other kind of methods that has to do with making money online. All right. So again, thank you so much for watching this video, and I will see you in the next video.